Bert from CST 239. This is the final program for the Arena storefront. Alright, so let's run through the program first. So we'll go ahead and run this main class. So here, this is the admin pop-up window, and we can hit U to restock inventory. And now we'll go to the console as a customer. So let's just run through everything, show that everything works. View inventory. Sort by name ascending. Sort by name descending. Sort by price ascending. Sort by price descending. So we can see that all changed. Let's go to main menu. Let's purchase an item. Go to weapons, sword. Let's buy 3 swords. Purchase another item. Let's go to weapons again. Throwing stars. Let's get 7 throwing stars. Purchase another item. Armor, chainmail, 5 chainmail. Armor, Teflon. How many would you like to purchase? 9. And lastly, health. 13 of these. And our last one, add 250 HP. 7 of them. Alright, so now we can view the new inventory. Just do by name ascending, and we can see here all these numbers have changed to account for what the customer has in their shopping cart. And we can go to the admin. Let's go ahead and type R to see the current inventory. So this is going to type this into the console, but it's also going to create a new JSON file. So let's just show that. So we'll refresh. Sellables.json. There we go. The only error, I just didn't clear this one file, but you can see everything from swords down has the new inventory that matches the storefront inventory, and this is in the JSON file. Okay, so again, this is only displaying the console for the sake of demonstration. So now back to the storefront. So let's go back to main menu. Look at shopping cart. View shopping cart. Alright, and these are all the items that we requested that we're looking to buy. Go back to main menu, and now let's return some products. Alright, we don't want any more lightsabers. We don't want any more throwing stars. And we'll just keep going down. Return all of these. What was that? 5. Alright, so now inventory should be fully stocked. There we go. The main menu. Take a look in the shopping cart. Everything's back to 0. And now we can exit. First, let's just go ahead and so now if we check the current, so down here starting at lightsaber we see this is the current. Everything is back to initial values, and let's go ahead and clear that JSON file and update the inventory. Now let's take a look, and there we go. This is again in the console, everything's restocked. You can refresh, open the sellables, and everything's in there. Alright, so where are we at? Alright, so now we can hit 5 to exit. And that's going to terminate the storefront as well as the admin. Alright, so let's take a look at the source code. So starting with, I have a main class, and in the main class, main method, and we have a thread for the storefront. Then we have a thread for admin, and then we set the admin thread to set daemon, and set it to true so that it will terminate once the user thread, or the storefront in this case, terminates. So it's not going to wait for any commands to terminate the admin. Alright, so let's take a look in storefront. So implementing runnable, again the main, instead of doing the thread, we created the storefront runnable and then use the thread class to create the storefront thread. Okay, so overriding the run method, these are, so the initial variables to count all of the purchased items initialized at 0. And in the main method, we have the scanner for the user input for the main menu. And then this will call all the different options that they can choose. And then we have the method for products, so they can go to weapons, armor, or health. And then we have the methods for weapons, method for armor, and a method for health. And that all just works through displaying the options for each category, how many they would like to purchase, and updating that counter variable that we initialized in the beginning, and then bringing them back to the main method to restart. So if anyone inputs a number or a byte outside of the options, so 1, 2, or 3, it'll let them invalid input and bring them back to the products method. If they put something totally wrong in, they type a word, it'll just let them know invalid input, try again, bring it back to products. So then we have a return product method, and that just gives them the option for which items they would like to return, and creates a new variable, updates the variable. And then we have the getters and setters, and that's the storefront. So admin class. So we have another, so it implements the runnable, and we override the run method, bring them to greeting. So this is the greeting method, and this is the pop-up window. Gives them the options to type U, R, or C, and that'll either use the update JSON, current inventory JSON method, or clear file method. So let's just go to the file service. All right, so those last methods I mentioned are all in here. So this is the file service. So we have the initial integer variables: sword, star, chain, Teflon, add 100, add 250. Now we have the clear file, which just prints an empty string to clear out the file, so that it doesn't keep just appending over and over. Save to file, which creates the new file writer and print writer, object mapper. Read from file, and this just scans through the file, creates the new the object mapper. And then, so the current inventory JSON, this is how it gets the new variables to add to the saleables array. And then runs through this for loop to save to saleables.json. And then this just prints through, so it reads from the file and then prints to the console to show that it's working. And then the update JSON have these hard-coded initial values, and then saves to the file. All right, so the inventory class. So inventory method makes a new array list using the get inventory sword, etc. Just to stay with the same counters. And this allows the different sorting. And here are all the getters. So those hard-coded values, initial values minus how much they're purchasing. And the shopping cart, essentially the same, sorts them as well. And then the saleable, so this is just the so it implements the comparable interface. And this is how we compare and then build, so the weapons, armor, and health are all from here. All right, and that is the completed project. I look forward to hopefully getting some feedback and seeing how I can make this even better. Thank you.